Good evening, everybody. This is our final video of the night for Tuesday, January 18th. We're going to do a follow-up on Apple, and before I get to Apple, I want to showcase one more stock. That's CF Industries. I just wanted to show that to you because it's on the verge of taking out its quarterly 149.14. Barely closed above that today. We did break through the monthly as well. Upper left hand panel, 144.82 is the level. We confirmed that today. On an intraday basis, we did confirm intraday strength, closed on the highs. The level to watch will be 151. That is a weekly buy signal. So if we get some follow through tomorrow, that'll be a new all-time high, and that'll be a ticker to watch. Now let's go back to Apple. We did a special commentary last night due to the news of Steve Jobs taking a medical leave of absence. We talked about possible ways to prepare for this move. So let's go over what happened here and what didn't happen, what we could have done, what we should have done. One of the things I highlighted, the upper left-hand corner, this is the monthly. I gave you that level last night at 319. Now, the irony, of course, is, we actually traded in Europe down to that level on Monday. We never got there here in the States. We actually opened around 326. That was the low. Actually, I think we opened around 329 and we traded down to 326 or so. Actually, it looks like intraday we even traded down to maybe 325 and change. So someone's going to ask me, okay, does that constitute, a buy signal in the monthly? And the answer to that is no. It's the question is not, do we need to trade down to that monthly level to buy it? That is a level that we watch to see how does that market respond to that level. That's a level that the market should reject. That's a volatility level. Apple did reject it. Now, where you ended up buying this thing, if you bought it at all, when we look at the intraday chart over here, you'll see that we pretty much, we traded down a little bit off the open, and then we ended up rallying most of the day, and then we rallied all through the afternoon into the earnings report, and then we gapped up a little bit after hours. Like I said, on upper right-hand panel here, this is a quarterly. We opened down here, so we failed at the quarterly. We opened, we closed up near the high, and this stock, believe it or not, actually confirmed a weekly. That weekly was right around 340. We broke above that level. We closed above that level. We traded above that level in after hours. So there really wasn't a way to trade the stock. We didn't get as much follow through on the selling as we could have. So there probably wasn't an opportune time to buy this thing unless you just said, you know what, I'm going to fade the negative bias that people had on this news. That would have been a great trade. The good news is this trade isn't over yet. We had earnings tonight. It will gap up tomorrow. Apple has been known to roll over possibly a couple days after the earnings report, after the news has been digested. It's very possible the stock does have some just what they call profit taking, but we'll just call it a consolidation. The level, here's the weekly levels. I told you last night that we were going to look at these weeklies when they became available. They're available now. 324.21 is the level. We have a shortened week this week because of the holidays, so we only have 3 days left in the week. It's highly unlikely we trade down there. So unfortunately, because we've got one less day this week and we're so far above it, we've actually traded above the weekly high volatility level. It's doubtful that you're going to get a buy signal in Apple this week. However, there's always next week. As we move towards the end of the month, we want to be careful with these monthly levels. But the level to watch on the downside will be this 319 level on the monthly. And yes, that quarterly level is still in play at 307.50 here in the upper right-hand panel. If we finally do get a pullback, that 310 to 320 level could be a good level to pick this stock up. So I just wanted to point that out. We pretty much got what we thought would happen last night. We just didn't sell off quite enough. But there's an example of how you can plan and anticipate these trades using the monthly levels. You were ready and armed, looking for that level. We never got it, unfortunately, unless you were able to snag it pre-market.